Oh, hello everyone. It's Susie again from Esoteric Trading Solutions. I hope you're all well and you're living your life according to the way you want to live it, because time is very short. But just very quickly, I did buy some Ripple last night at 0.17782, I think it was. And I also sold BTC and bought Ripple on a spread as well, and I think that was at 0.000024. Look, I'm really, as you know, very bullish Ripple. I know it's a long-term view, it's a 2-year view, but the market doesn't really understand Ripple, the crypto market. And I get very frustrated when I read a lot of stuff on the threads about Ripple, because they just don't understand the technology of Ripple. And to me, it's just so frustrating. And I just really want people to understand, because it's such an opportunity to make money. It's not funny. It will be a 2-year view, because obviously Bitcoin is like the poster boy or the poster child. Everyone knows Bitcoin. It's the poster child. And, yes, I know it's trading 12,400 US in Zimbabwe, but eventually Ripple will become the currency of the people. It is becoming the currency of the banks. It's only in inception, but it will become the currency of the people. I mean, I guess the thing is, Bitcoin, when it came out, for years and years, it just languished around 80 cents to $1 to $2. And people weren't believers, and it's the same with Ripple. But if they understood the technology, they would really, really buy Ripple. Anyway, again, as I said, I was pretty happy with my trades last night. I'm still holding them. I'm still, basically, if Ripple comes down to 15 cents or 10 cents, happy days. I'm going to buy even more and more. So, because it's a 2-year investment time frame for me, or 2 to 5 years. So again, very, very happy. As I said, if Ripple came down to 10 cents, I would be a buy there, even at 2. I think it would be such an opportunity of a lifetime. So pretty much going forward. But I just really want to talk about some of the threads that I read, and that's why I get so frustrated. People keep focusing on this 100 billion that Ripple has and 55 billion in escrow, and this is what they just don't understand. And this is where I get so much frustrated, because Ripple is in the business of wholesale market transactions. People keep looking at this like it should be a micro crypto with only 5 million on issue. The reality is they offer the processing capability to the banks for settlements and remittance. Now, foreign currency settlements in one day are $5 trillion. Remittances in one day globally are 10 trillion. India is the biggest remittance country in the world with a population of 1.3 billion, and they will do 10 trillion a day. Ripple needs 100 billion because Ripple has 2 things: processing capability, technology capability, and Ripple the currency. Ripple is a currency in itself that the banks use for cross-currency swaps and foreign exchange. That's number 1. And they have the technology capability to settle within seconds that no one else has, even Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as I've said, is old technology, old. It has 21 million, that it's going to have eventually in volume, but big deal. The technology is old. It's retail. What I mean by retail, it's mums and dads that buy Bitcoin. The wholesale market, which is banks, the minimum transaction banks do is 5 million, which is considered small. An average bank wholesale transaction is 50 million, and that's even considered small. When I used to work in banking, we could have done 1 billion worth of foreign currency swaps in a day, and that was considered small. So you've got to understand, 100 billion for Ripple for an issuance is nothing, because every time they do a transaction with a bank, they could do $1 trillion, $3 trillion, there's Ripple burn. The currency itself actually burns off from the fees. So the currency supply, which I don't think is a problem at all, actually burns down anyway. I don't know why people keep focusing on the currency and the escrow and how much it is. It's absolutely bloody irrelevant. Seriously, I just get so frustrated. And then they focus on, Ripple centralized. I mean, what a lot of garbage. I mean, the company's centralized, the technology is decentralized. The reality is Bitcoin's more centralized than anything, because Bitcoin is controlled by 4 main Chinese miners that mine Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not mined, Ripple is pre-mined, so it doesn't have to wait on some Chinese person mining on their computers whether they're going to pass your transaction, whether you given them enough transaction fee or not. So the reality is Bitcoin, when you do a transaction, it can take you 10 minutes to frigging 4 hours, because if you haven't paid enough for your transaction fee, it will not get mined by the miners, and subsequently there's a queuing process on Bitcoin, and you may not get transacted unless you increase your transaction fee. Now with Ripple, that doesn't happen. Transactions are kept low. It's not subjected to some guy that's going to mine your transaction if you pay enough money. The reality is Bitcoin, because of the mining process, is actually centralized because it's controlled by 4 major main miners. Anyway, it just really frustrates me, and I don't know what I need to say to people, because I really think there's some really stupid people out there, seriously, with no disrespect, but I just cannot believe people's stupidity. Anyway, as I said, Ripple is not a startup business. It's a business in operations. It has money, $15 billion already in the tin. It's got real clients. 95% of the ICOs out there are going to fall over. There's no real clients. The white paper is crap. They're telling you lies. It's all bullshit. And you're basically buying startup risk for something that's not even going to happen with no revenue. That's it. And I just keep repeating this shit, seriously, because, people are just stupid. The more threads I read, the more I just want to, scream. But anyway. Okay, I thought I'd just go through the differences between Ripple and Bitcoin. To oversimplify it, Bitcoin wants the world to change to what they're doing, and Ripple wants the world to change how they're doing it. Now, it makes sense because banking is reliant on old technology that was produced in 1973, well before you guys or girls were born. The technology is old, it is crap. And you ask yourself, why can't they use Bitcoin? Well, I'll tell you why they can't use Bitcoin. Number one, they don't have the supply, and that's a problem, because Bitcoin is retail. It's for the mums and dads, not the wholesale. Ripple needs the supply. It's wholesale. Again, average transaction is $50 million. The remittance market is 10 trillion a day. I'm going to excuse the French, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I'm going to keep saying this. The foreign currency market is 5 trillion a day. We're talking about the Visa market, the credit market, trillions. Again, Bitcoin doesn't have the technology. It's slow, it's garbage, it's 8 transactions in 45 minutes or 3 hours, if you're lucky. Okay, again, they both use a different method to reach the network consensus. Bitcoin uses proof of mining, proof of work. Ripple doesn't. Pre-mined. It can do a transaction straight away within a second. 2,000 transactions in 1 to 5 seconds. So Ripple is faster because they don't have to wait for mining. That's pretty quick. It makes it more energy efficient and quicker. Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency. Ripple is a decentralized transaction network. 2 different things, right? Ripple is the currency and Ripple is the technology. That's simple. Again, Bitcoin is slower than Ripple. Ripple can basically add on any information to its network and to the transaction where Bitcoin cannot. Bitcoin needs centralized exchanges. If the exchanges go down like Mt. Gox, Bitcoin is stuffed, literally. Ripple doesn't need a decentralized exchange. They will still operate regardless. They don't need a third party. Bitcoin does. So Bitcoin is more, I would argue, more centralized than Ripple. Absolutely. Given the situation today. Bitcoin needs centralized exchanges. Ripple doesn't. Again, Bitcoin is open source. Mining is slow. Ripple is pre-mined, fast, can do currency, cross-currency, everything. Bitcoin can't. Ripple can add on or have any system that can add on to its protocol because it makes the systems, different systems speak to each other. Bitcoin can't. The reality is Bitcoin needs Ripple, not the other way around. And I'll say that again, Ripple doesn't need Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs Ripple. The only reason why Bitcoin goes up is because it's the poster child of the cryptocurrency world. Again, Ripple is the currency, and the second thing is the payment network. There's two separate things. Bitcoin is a payment network only, and it can only do small amounts, small licks. Ripple can do 2,000 transactions, cross-currency, anything, frequent flyers, you name it, in 1 to 2 seconds. Bitcoin cannot. Ripple can do scale, Bitcoin cannot. Bitcoin relies on miners, Ripple doesn't. The different protocols, Ripple can add different things to their transactions, can make other systems talk to it, and it can literally transfer, frequent flyers, anything. It can do real estate, it could do anything. Again, financial institutions have been wasting huge amounts of money on transaction infrastructure that's just completely irrelevant and created decades ago. Ripple is a real-time gross settlement currency system, Ripple system. Remittance system. What that means is you do a transaction between me in Australia and someone in the Middle East from America, and you get your money within seconds. Bitcoin cannot do that. I don't know how many times I need to say this, but it is wholesale. Again, and then when we look at the clients that they've got, publicly known partnerships, look up Wiki. I'm not making this up. They are in every bank's pocket. Banks here in Australia, the largest banks in Australia, the most profitable banks in the world, have Ripple's technology. Commonwealth Bank of Australia has Ripple's technology. National Australia Bank of Australia has Ripple's technology. Westpac Banking, we have 4 major banks in Australia, and they make $15 billion a year. We only have a population of 24 million or 23.5, and these guys are the most profitable banks in the world, and they use Ripple's technology. Publicly, partnerships known, they pay Ripple money to use their technology. Again, other banks that are experimenting with it, there's another 56 Japanese banks that are going to use Ripple. The Bank of England is looking at Ripple, so is the Fed. What else can I say? Again, it goes on and on and on. I don't know, a real business. But anyway, again, $100 billion, Ripple could use this for anything. They could take over Alipay. They could take over PayPal. They're all old technology. Alipay, PayPal, Visa, Amex, Google, MasterCard. They're all old technology. Even Ethereum. Ethereum cannot compete with Ripple. Ethereum just can't. Absolute joke. They're all a joke except Ripple. Thanks. I hope that helps. Sorry, but I'm just really frustrated. Anyway, I hope that helps everyone, and please buy some because, again, honestly, I would literally take my clothes off in front of a TV screen and literally, if I'm wrong, because seriously, I'm just so convinced this is the buying opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you.